There's the mic. The look at coming from down West Point on your mic, we're going to leave down there.
Jenna.
Yes, sir, they come from West Point.
All right. We good? At the count. So, good morning, wherever you are. This is a pleasure being in your company this morning. My name is Washington Prince Tarpeh Jr. And today we're in a live conversation, in a live interview with former representative of the District Number 7, Honorable Solomon Claudia George, in a live interview to talk about some pressing national issues as well as his former political party, and with all of the different happenings in the Congress for Democratic Change, with everything in the media coupled with the Unity Party's performance over the last 1 year, 6 months, and all of these different pressing national issues to be talked about, to be looked at. We've come to gauge the opinion of a statesman, former representative of the People's District of Number 7, Honorable Solomon Claudia George. Let's welcome Honorable George to our cameras. Good morning, Honorable George.
Good morning, and a big thank you for giving me such an invite.
It's a pleasure. How has it been with you, her life?
I'm always fine because of Jesus.
I know. You always preach about Jesus, Jesus.
That's the word.
You're the prophet.
In the Bible, it is written that there are three that bear witness in heaven.
Okay.
God the Father, God the Word, and God the Holy Ghost.
Okay.
Yeah, those are the three. So.
And you solely believe. Because most of the time,
if a Tarpeh asks me sort of question, then I will mock at you because you do know that I believe in that Trinity.
But the Bible says, not all that says Lord, Lord.
Exactly. Not all they say, but when I say Lord, Lord, I mean Lord.
You mean it.
I've not only heard his word, I know him for what he is.
So how has it been with you, your life outside politics? Respectively, you've been outside of the seat of the representative for the last 1 year, 6 months, for over maybe 12, 16 years now. You've been a representative for over 2 terms. And how has it been with you?
Well, I'm fine since I left. Somebody asked me, I think it were on Prime, are you missing the events? Are you missing the events of the legislature?
Yeah.
I said, no, I'm not missing it.
Okay.
Why? Because I was an asset to it and not a liability to it.
Okay. Okay.
Yes, I never went there to get money, to earn money.
Okay.
I went there to help my people, the people of Liberia.
All right.
And that is the problem right now with what is happening with those that are in power.
Okay.
They have forgotten that they were put in power because and by the people, because of the people and by the people. I give an example. Why did CDC lost this election? I keep saying it, and people are not delving or diving into it.
And Honorable, that's where we come in. But I'm just gazing your perspective on your private life.
Yeah, this
outside.
CDC is a part of my private life.
Yeah, because you've been there for a long time.
It is the CDC that took me to the legislature.
Yeah.
It is because of the CDC I went to the legislature.
Okay.
But I have found out that the intent of those that were in the hierarchy of the CDC, their intent was negative. Let me give you few reasons. Their intent. Let me give you
was negative.
Yes. Let me give you few reasons why we lost the last presidential election. The officials of government, and now I'm speaking to even the officials of this incumbent government headed by His Excellency Honorable Joseph Numa Bwaka, who means very well for the Liberian people.
Okay.
The problem that the people yesterday got angry with the officials of CDC, including the past president. Number one, when they needed the people yesterday, they called them by phone. Anytime they call the people will answer them.
Okay.
But when they are called, they do not answer. That's disrespect. they started feeling, you know, after they won the election, that they've reached the pinnacle, you know, the highest point.
Yes.
Yeah. And they started disrespecting those who put them in power. I think you listen to Saah Joseph, you will come to it.
Yes, yes.
But let me just go a little bit. You see, there was a boss in the past government, I don't want to call the name, but that's a female. Can you imagine a cabinet minister entering her office or the parastatal she ran, and when she's coming, if you do not stand up, when you do not stand up, you're in trouble with her, she will suspend you.
Specifically?
I'm not being
the
specific.
Institution, sir.
The institution, they know themselves. Listen to me. This is not now we want to pin. I'm warning the present government.
Ambiguous.
Listen to me. I have to be ambiguous. You know why?
Why?
I said I'm speaking to the past and the present. How can you be the Minister of Finance and when you're entering your office, people must stand up and salute you and greet you? They must stop what they are doing.
You're talking about the previous administration?
Yes. You know, that disrespect.
Okay.
Right, let me give you an example.
That's Samuel in a way.
Let me give you an example. No. That's a
then Minister of Finance.
That's a female person who did it.
Okay.
That's a female. She knows herself.
All right.
I'm speaking, she knows herself. Okay. And you know, you are now water of the people's trust. If when I am doing your work, I'm working for you, then I see you coming, I must stand up. That's a monarchy government will run it right there.
That's idol worship or what?
Exactly. Okay. Let's take for example now the incumbent finance minister. When last you had him on the air? When last? By this time in our government, we were listening to Samuel Tuer as the Minister of Information. Look, Mr. President, what I tell you is what I say. What the minister says does not stand. Go and tell me I am wrong. Go and find it out. He said it. He did it. Listen to this finance minister. He is proving to us that indeed the pen is mightier than the sword. Gafon is telling us that the pen works better than the sword.
A silent Minister of Finance.
Exactly. The last one. The last government. The officials lied to the people. They misuse the people. They abuse the people. And I'm appealing to this incumbent government that we shouldn't do it. Like these few days, I called one of our principal person responsible for security here.
Okay.
He never picked. I sent a message. We had a problem in the district here with regards to hooliganism.
Okay.
He never picked. An issue that needed, you know, an emergency response, you know, rapid response. He never picked. But then I had to gather people to come and quell the situation. I am advising government officials, when people call you, when your people call you, regardless of what you think, oh, they come to beg me. I beg you, you don't have it. Tell me you do not have it. But answer me, you busy. Busy doing what? Busy going that Nukutan to the woman.
Like you mentioned, that was the problem of the former CDC officials denying the cause of the people and ignoring their attention.
Yes, we should not do that. We should stop doing that as government officials. Because guess what? A good leader is a good servant. And that is what I have seen in Joseph Numa Boakai.
Okay, a good leader. I
say Joseph Numa Boakai is a servant leader. I am telling you that. I interact with him.
Let me just interrupt you on this. I saw a couple of screenshots on Facebook that Solomon Claudio George is being very antagonistic, insultive of the president, this president. There were social media handles that you, Solomon George, was writing on Facebook insulting President Boakai. How do you like to respond to that?
Well, I just want to tell that fool that is doing it, I have taken the complaint already to the police, and the police will look into it. What's the name of it? Abraham? No, it's Alexander something tier, S tier.
Okay.
Tagging me and insulting the president. It is coming from where I'm coming from.
The CDC?
Yes.
So that social media page is not your official page?
Well, I'm not on Facebook.
Okay.
I've never been on Facebook from the first day till the last day. I will never go on Facebook.
Okay.
I am not on Facebook. Yes, my office is on Facebook, was on Facebook. Those that were carrying those pages, they are still carrying them. But personally, I don't even know how to tag people or invite people or even register Facebook. I am not on Facebook. So that person that is doing it, the police is coming for him because he's insulting somebody that you're not supposed to insult, and then you are tagging me, using me as a reference to abatements for wrongdoing.
Okay, now former Representative Solomon George, let's talk about the core issues in this interview. A few days ago, we witnessed the official resignation of a very strong member of the CDC, Senator of Montserrat County, Honorable Saah Joseph. Before the resignation, we saw the resignation of Representative Thomas Fala. We saw Jemima Wolokoli leaving the CDC after she was dismissed as Deputy Minister at the Ministry of Commerce. We saw other people leaving the CDC after the election, Lester Tenney, and a lot of hardcore seditions who brought CDC to the political pedestal and prominence. Representative Solomon George, we talk about Saah Joseph. Saah Joseph is just not an ordinary bone in the CDC. What is your reaction, your political reaction, your perspective on the resignation of a person like Saah Joseph from the CDC?
Getting to the Saah Joseph issue, again, to the leaders of this country, to the opposition of this country, Liberia needs peace. Our country needs peace.
Why you say so? Are we in war?
We are at a political, hula baloo.
Okay.
Demonstration. This group that calls itself Stand, headed by my good brother Moba Molu, Stand. Moba Molu resigned as the chairman of the party. He never resigned as a member of the CDC.
So he's still a member of the CDC?
Yes, he's still a member of the CDC. So his intent to go civil society and speak on behalf of the people is erroneous. I would like to say it to him and say it to him squarely. In addition to that, when that demonstration is contrary, commotion will be their portion. I'm saying it. I'm talking to Malu. I say I'm speaking to he and his entire group, those who sponsored him, those who talked with him, those who abated him. It is wrong. Our country needs peace. Look, that entire group fooled a group of young people. When I say people get angry with me, when I resign, they got angry with me. But why am they getting angry now with Saah Joseph, with Thomas Fala, Wolokoli, and Lester Tenney, the prof? Why? And many more will follow me.
Many resignation.
Many more will follow me. The people are leaving. The people are going.
Why are they going, Honorable George?
Let me give you a bottom liner for this.
Okay.
We were here in a government 6 years. You had all the offices, in the foreign services. You had offices to employ people, to give your young people employment. You didn't give them the employment until after you lost the election and you are no more in authority, no more with power. Then you begin to assign people to various countries for a job. And the same young people, fools. I'm calling you people fools. I'm saying it. They are fools.
Those are your foot soldiers.
They are my foot soldiers. That's why I'm telling them, I am advising them that they misuse them because they carry the casket when we're demonstrating. They carry the white stuff when we're demonstrating. We can recall those things.
Yes, yes.
Oh, but you can recall that Sten started her demonstration from the CDC headquarters.
No, I don't have any.
I like that.
I don't have any record of that.
Let me tell you something. These people, the George Weah, the Samuel Toer, they learn using language. The likes of them, they lie to the people and they have no more face in this country. I'm telling you, I'm very sorry to use this as an example, my people, but you forgive me. CDC is going to be number 2 NDPL. I sent a text to General Gray. I can call him my general. No, the mob invader general.
Okay.
Yeah. I told General Gray, I said, tell that man.
Who is that man?
George Weah.
Okay.
To turn the CDC over to you so you can bring in people for revamping, to revamp the party, or else it will be NDPL Part 2.
But does Gray have the face to...
He has the face. I said to bring in people. He is better than George Weah.
How's Moses Gray?
He has the heart for the CDC more than George Weah. George Weah came to the CDC to misuse CDC. And until CDCians know that what Solomon George is telling them is the truth, they will leave that party.
What are you saying is you're conflicting our conversation, because when did you know that George Weah is of no interest to the CDC, because you spend all of your time with the CDC, you enjoy the resources of the CDC.
The what kind of sources?
The resources.
No, I think that the dig sources.
What is the dig sources?
Dig sources are the one you dig and put in the sand and cover it.
You served as representative 12 years.
What I obtained a salary of per dime, what I gave to the people. Go and ask. I paid school fees. I paid medical bills. I paid rent. You know, just name it.
Okay.
And the George Weah can be a witness.
Give back to your people.
Yes, I gave back to my people. You're in my humble abode now. You see how my horse is looking?
Yeah, is this an ordinary place?
Yes.
I hope this is...
I'm not a boastery.
I hope you don't have mansions other places.
Like some people who built 47 mansion in 6 months' time. I don't have such.
Okay.
But let's come now to the Saah Joseph and
so
issue.
That is your perspective on the CDC. But to wind down with this CDC scenario, Honorable George, do you think the Liberian people listening to you, watching this interview this morning, do you think the Liberian people should repose any trust and confidence in the current leadership structure of the CDC to rebrand and deliver the infrastructure of this country?
I just answered that question before you asked the question. I said I did a text to Honorable Gray. And when you put this thing on the air, call Honorable Gray. If he denies, before you leave here, I will show you the text.
Okay.
I told Honorable Gray, tell that man to turn that party. The guy has been strangulating the party. He is the only one who must speak. There is no dissent. You say this is not right, this is wrong. That's the problem they had with me.
And you got them living with that for all these years.
No. I have been speaking. If you tell me you never had me speaking, then cut off your interview with me.
I didn't say you haven't been speaking.
I'm the only one, in fact, in the CDC government, from the CDC government, that spoke to that power to let them know their ills. These two men, Mr. President, after I must have spoken a lot or so many times, these two men, Mr. President, put they and the people in a Ghana must go beg and throw them out of the our political system because they are destroying our party.
Who are the two men?
Nathaniel McGill, then he was Minister of State, and Samuel Tuer. I said it before Nathaniel McGill was sanctioned. So I have been speaking eons of years ago against the ills, but I was not listened to. You know, George Weah, I know sometimes he said and he believes that the Liberian people owe him. What we owe him, we've paid him. We gave him the presidency.
Well, you think Liberia ever owed George Weah?
Yes, we owed him. During the war, when all our politicians ran away from us, he was the only one he came back to lift Liberia's head above water. So we owed him. Yes.
Okay.
I say we owed him. I agree to anything that we owed him. But because you feel we owe you, does not mean you own us.
Oh.
Yes, he thinks he owns Liberia. He owns the people. Oh, the people love me. The people love me. You know, you got the other men who can always salam to him. You know, the Muslim people can say salam.
Okay.
And praise and worship. Baku, you stop.
Oh, Baku.
I'm coming from, no, the people praising you, you know. Then he there, feeling intoxicated, they put papers in front of him, he signed. That has been the job of that Ali Baba in the 40 Thieves group. I went to him, I told him, I spoke with him more than several times. I advised him. He sent me a text, he said, Allah, God is my witness. Okay, I didn't advise you, but I went on the air. I spoke. I did just like I'm doing now, a press conference in my office, and it were aired. Mr. President, we should be careful how you do things, because when the people of Liberia come for you, they will come for me too. I think I will send you that document.
Okay.
I'm still having it. He didn't listen. And the people of Liberia came for us.
And threw you out.
Yes.
Threw you out.
They threw us out.
With all the popularity.
With all the popularity. It's because we were disrespectful to them. We didn't listen to them. Prince Johnson called me before the by-election. He called me. We spoke for 17 minutes, 22 seconds. I was in the cycle of those that own CDC. CDC should not be owned by the big shots. It should be owned by, you know,
the grassroots.
The grassroots. Okay. I said, Prince Johnson called me and he said, what I say, he says this: a lady standing on my right side who is at the right hand of George Weah, and land using that way standing on this side, I say, let Prince Johnson wait. Prince Johnson is going to wait. But who is waiting more now? Prince Johnson got to rest. You are waiting. And let me be frank, Mr. Tarpeh, I do not see George Weah coming back. In fact, George Weah is not the one should be leading. Right now, George Weah has become a part and parcel of the problem of Liberia. Before his election to the presidency, he was seen as a solvent, a solution to the problem. But after his 6 years, he has become a part and parcel of the problem. So he must give way.
Just within the context of what you just said, and I'd like to ask you whether George Weah has positively impacted Liberia on along his presidency, or his presidency has caused more problems and catastrophe for our country.
Well, from what we discussed yesterday, before he became what he became, the president, meaning the first man
in the country.
There were some diagrams we laid out. This is what we will do for the people and with the people. But after we laid those diagrams, and he got Samuel Tuer, whom the Liberian or the Clinicians say he's a bookish person. For me, Samuel Tuer is not bookish. Samuel Tuer is a criminal reincarnated. His first life, second and third life, he was a criminal.
You call Samuel Tuer a criminal?
I say a criminal reincarnated.
You don't have any proof to substantiate Samuel Tuer is a criminal.
It is coming. The time is coming that Samuel Tuer will have to sign a plea bargain with the court and say, look, I'm appealing to you people. Don't send me to jail for this period. Let me explain to you exactly what happened. You had his counselor saying after the court, when he came out of the court, Johnson, he said what the finance minister, the former finance minister did with monies he spent were on national security issue.
Yeah, national security rates.
So who gave you the authority? Samuel Tuer will have to tell the Liberian people who gave him the authority. If this government does not go after that knowledge of the authority, I gave him the authority, you know, to spend
the Liberian people
money, you know, exorbitantly, uselessly, stupidly, then I will have a problem with even my own paps, the president.
Okay, now this brings us to the financial issues of the country, where public officials are spending monies, you know, way beyond their bounds and borders. Prior to the resignation,
slow down. We are not finished yet with that area.
Okay.
You heard Samuel Tuer telling the Liberian people, no, that he gave the NEC $4 million.
Additional $4 million.
Yes.
A useless $4 million that they didn't need.
Slow down. Let me flow. Allow me to flow.
Yeah, go ahead.
You've come to me.
Go ahead, sir.
You've taken my time and I'm giving you my time.
Go ahead, sir.
Who legislated that authority? Such authority must be legislated.
Okay.
If it is given by veto by the president, then the president must account for it. He must restitute into the account of the Liberian people.
Okay.
Who gave him that authority to give $4 million in excess? If he needed that, if the NEC needed that, the NEC would have resolved to the House of Representatives
and requested.
Yes, and put in their request that will be forwarded to the Senate and then approval by the President. Gross negative financial practice. He stole that money.
Samuel 12.
It is Alibaba again and the 40 thieves. I am saying it without mincing of words. Let's come again.
Okay.
You are asking about this, Saah Joseph.
Yeah, let me just land the question so that I make it so easy for our listeners to follow up.
No question is hard for me.
No, our listeners.
Oh, your listeners.
Yes, our listeners.
They will enjoy me because I will explain this.
And viewers. Now, Saah Joseph made a startling revelation about money's been used and expended by the CDC during the 2023 elections. Prior to his resignation, he said that the CDC used $150 million.
Is what I was told too.
For campaign. Saah Joseph is an insider. And
I am not an outsider.
No, I didn't say so. But he said it.
I am saying it too. It's what I was told.
Okay, but Saah Joseph brought it to the public. You didn't bring it to the public.
I've been speaking in-depthly. You know why?
No.
When you want to say you talk against or speak against what I'm saying, then I bring you the in-depth issues of it. But I was told.
You were told?
Yes. By those that I heard from the president down, the former president down. Daddy, I spent $150 million on the campaign. Let him show papers that we sign that you gave district number 7 this amount of money, your immediate representative. CDC is crumbling.
Let me just conclude my question, sir.
I come in. CDC is plummeting. There's an election tomorrow in Nima County. Please call and find out if CDC is having the biggest opposition party, if she's having a candidate running in Nima County.
All of the by-elections under the Unity Party administration, the CDC has not put up a candidate.
So is CDC now a viable opposition candidate? From what you just said, is she viable? Is she vibrant? Is she exuberant?
As per the record,
is she extending?
CDC is the most voiced opposition political party.
The most voiced. Too much hula baloo and no actions. You just said since the Unity Party took power, the CDC has not put anybody in
all of the by-elections.
Why? Can you give me?
I don't know, because I just said people use $150 million.
So it tells you that CDC is not holistic anymore like she used to be. It's not collective anymore like she used to be. It's not organized anymore like she used to be.
So my question is, Saah Joseph is making this revelation that CDC used $150 million. Now, what is confusing is that if CDC can use $150 million, CDC is currently crumbling and struggling to obtain a party headquarters that is built and marketed for $4.2 million, and this political party used $150 million. My question is, do you think this could be any sign of financial sabotage and the government should investigate the allegation coming from Saah Joseph that CDC used $150 million for campaign?
Well, as far as I'm concerned, it is the CDC that used the money, not so. So it is the CDC's money. It's the CDCians that are supposed to be having a problem with that because it didn't trickle down to them.
$150 million, it's not small money, former representative.
Divided by 15 counties. You add the how you call it, the administrative side of it, make it 16. Divide 15 million by 16 and see how many million.
150 million.
150 million, I mean. 150 million divided by 16 and see how much a county will receive and how much a district should receive. They divided that money amongst themselves.
The alleged 150.
I say they divided that money amongst themselves because I didn't receive anything. If I receive anything, they didn't show me where I signed. The only time I can remember receiving money was during a by-election period. I was given $19,000. That I can tell you. They gave it to me.
19,000.
Yes.
CDC gave you 19,000.
Yes, for the rerun election.
Okay.
The rerun of the presidency.
Okay.
For the presidency. But if you use 150 million, it tells George Weah. I am telling George Weah that he is not sensible. So why are you saying that? The first thing is you have money palava with Prince Johnson also.
I don't know.
Man, I'm not talking.
Prince Johnson had a money palava with George.
Yes. Prince Johnson was talking about the money being me and my people money. How much was the money so much? 10 million that you shouldn't have given. I'm saying again, all the people around him that were making decisions, taking decisions, they are all unknowledgeable, academically bankrupt, socially defeated, politically ill. Because if you were sensible, you call Prince Johnson and get your money, Prince Johnson is going to be for you.
Simple.
Yes. But you say, let Prince Johnson go and sit down. Prince Johnson said, each and every one of them, Honorable George, around the men, I call Eugene Nangwe, I call Finda, I call this, I call they, all of them, when I call them the second time, they don't answer me. The theater, they don't answer me if they answer me the second time. Disrespect. Those guys were, even George Weah himself was very disrespectful. People will say, oh, George Weah not in power now, so he's talking. I scared of George Weah. He was in power, I was talking. I say, he was very disrespectful. Even after he disrespected me, that made me to leave. How he disrespected me. Let me tell these people, some people don't know. We're speaking here, you think we're angry. We're not angry, yes. If we're angry, we're not sinning. The Bible says, be angry and sin not. I did a letter to George Weah about 2 years and a half before the election. The store across the road there is my place. I'm building the place. I say, oh, Chief, I'm building my stores and I need some money. He said, oh, I will give you the money. Even after the election, he promised he will give it to me. But guess what? He gave my letter to Ibi when I went to him and told him, oh, the president called me and said, I must join him to help make Liberia a better place. That man started, Liberia man said, legend.
Legend you?
Yes, like he did to Professor. And me, I can cross pass him. But my reply to him that day was, thank you very much, may God be with you. But if God be with him, then he will fall in that hole. Because we will keep speaking and telling the truth to the Liberian people, particularly those who say, you came apart over George Weah. That George Weah never meant well for them. If he meant well for them, he would have sent their children 6 years before November 2023 abroad for the foreign services job, and they were withdrawn or recalled by this incumbent government. Why he didn't send them ever since? Because he left the country in the hands of two men, two reckless riders, Samuel Tuer and Nathaniel Magel, who is hiding now behind the legislature. Nathaniel Magel used to criticize the legislature, but America looking for him. He over there for nothing. These particular sanctions on the CDC, they are by far tougher, greater, and stronger than the former sanctions. America is saying our money was stolen. We want our money back. And somewhere will produce that money.
The money from the central bank. From
the central bank through the finance ministry. Every week you sign for 12,000, 10,000, 15,000, 35,000. Every week.
Yeah, Honorable George, provided the regulation coming from Senator Saah Joseph on this 1 million used for campaign, do you think this information should trickle the seditions to be so much, politically angered to know what the CDC leadership did with the $150 million that today seditions are in court for party headquarters acquisition, and seditions cannot have the implementation of the Munatech Technical College. Seditions are benefiting in the opposition because the former president George Weah said that when CDC was in opposition at the time, CDC was doing everything. The people were having the markets, they were doing this, children were going to school and all of that and stuff. But are you saying that with the revelation coming from Saah Joseph, sedition should be triggered to investigate what they did with the $150 million?
Seditionists are supposed to investigate everything that we are saying. But what is happening is they're not coming to us to ask us truthfully why we're saying this and where is the proof, but they are getting angry because it is their party
and you people are leaving.
And we are leaving. But why are we leaving? We are leaving because the leadership is inept.
When did you know that the leadership is inept?
From the time I've been talking, stop this. I keep telling you, I am the only government official that spoke yesterday against the ills of the government.
What about Jemima Wolokoli?
Jemima spoke a little bit. You know, she's a lady, so you got to treat her like a lady. She was
even dismissed.
Yeah, after she spoke
for speaking.
After she spoke, they dismissed her. She sat down. But listen to this. I have been speaking and I'm still speaking. CDC should understand that the leaders that we are having in the CDC do not mean well. Even that Akaros Bremen, that town crier that can be making noise, he is angry with George Weah, but he does not want to show it. The Moba Molu who was there this week, they say he's with Sten, but he is not with Sten, but he is with hands. Eh?
What is hands?
He is angry.
People, you got repress for everything.
Fine, but you know that the river is very acidic. You know, he is angry with George Weah.
Okay.
Can you imagine you have a boss, 2 years he will not speak to you. 4 years, you know, you and him in what Labrador can say beef or malice. Is that
they can say chimney?
Yeah, chimney.
Yeah.
Is that a serious boss? Let me tell you something. In this life, every man has his talent.
Okay.
So in the family, not all our children are good. Some of them are mouthy like Solomon George, but you got to work with Solomon George. Because he speaks truthfully to you. He does not lie. He does not twist. Moba Molu will tell you as it is. He will maybe lie a little bit.
He will go to the point.
But he will go to the point. But Solomon George does not lie. He goes directly to the point. No beating around the bush. Then Moba Molu had a problem now with Samuel Tuer or Tuer and this and that. My brother, see finance minister operating. Gafuan. You can hear a voice around here. You can see the Labrador may say, sir. You can see, sir. But he tells you that the pen is mightier than the sword. There was a time I was on the air. I said, Mr. Finance Minister, I am advising you to stop being minister of all the ministries and all the parastatals. Each time you spoke, each time you speak, each time you are speaking, you tear the pants of the CDC. Now, you know, he has torn the brief of the CDC now. CDC buttocks is outside.
So you think Sabotage bought naked CDC?
Exactly to the point. He naked is. They say that are both men. You can recall one time George Weah said, if anybody born that child, they will name the child D12. Why you name the other children that you get Ryan D12? Let me tell you something.
Okay.
We have to forgive these guys for what they did. You know, they made mistakes. But Liberia needs peace.
Talk about forgive.
When I say forgive,
are you talking about?
I'm not talking about the national issue. I'm talking about the party issue. We that are living and we are somehow angry or whatsoever it is, you know, we're talking about the party issue. Me, I forgive George Weah.
Okay.
Because let me tell the Liberian people, when George Weah was a dumper hero, I was his servant. But when he became king now, to advise him, I became an enemy.
He became an opposition opponent.
Yes. When he was a dumper hero, George Weah made me to fight my boss. George Weah business, my boss jailed me. George Weah business, I lost jobs.
For this George Weah.
Yes.
And today you and the George Weah are at loggerhead.
No. We are not at loggerhead. He is not sensible. let me tell you something. When you do wrong to people, you go and apologize. But he's so proud. That young man is so proud. He does not apologize. He has done things to me more than 20 times. He has hurt my feeling.
But he's refused to apologize.
But this one is about the people. The people, the country are bigger than, the party. They are bigger than him. They're bigger than his Baron d'Or. This is the Liberian people's issue. It's not George Weah issue we're talking about here. So you should not sit down here. You say George Weah is your friend, and you allow him to just misuse the people. I spoke. Mr. President, again I will say it. Put these two gentlemen in a Ghana must go back, they and their people, and throw them away from the system.
The two gentlemen are
Natalia McGill, Samuel D. Twelve.
Let's move forward in this interview. My name is Washington Tarpeh Jr. and you're watching a live interview with former representative of the People's District Number 7, Honorable Solomon Claudio George. Now to this Honorable George. Now we wanna just have you a minute or two on this. You talk about the CDC, you talk about the rebranding structure of the CDC and all of that. But I want to ask you, Honorable George, do you think, in spite of all of the political quagmire of the CDC, do you think we can get anything better from the CDC in the future?
Well, from the way I am moving, as these guys are leaving CDC, we must join our efforts to let the people know that the entire leadership of the CDC, I say the entire leadership of this, I'm not taking anybody out. The entire leadership of the CDC is full of wicked people, evil people. I come to one wicked one just now. You will holler again.
Go ahead.
It is written, when good men refuse to talk or fail to act, then bad men take over. We should not allow these wicked people to take over our country again.
Who are the wicked people?
They lead this particular leadership of the CDC, beginning with the George Weah himself and his surrounding.
They are the wicked people.
Solomon George, is saying they are the wicked people. Because we made promises to our followers, to the Ghanaian life, to this all our coordinators and youth leaders and cheerleaders, we made promises to them. How many of them are working? How many of them they gave job to? How many of them they sent away for further studies? To go out and come back and improve themselves. Go and see what this government is doing. This government is sending people out. Go and study and come back so you can replace us. I like this guy from, I think, GAC or GSA, what do you call him? Saah Joseph.
Oh, Saah Joseph.
He's one of the most seasoned administrators of this government. And I talked with him, I laughed, I said, yeah, this guy, actually, I think that God talking with him. He, the CAG, the finance minister, my boss at the LPLC, Amos 12. You can tell that they want to take this country to the next level. They want to help the president to take this country to the next level. And guess what? It will happen because the president of this country, the incumbent president, is a servant leader. If it is not so, you not look at me and say, come, can't join me to make life.
So look, there's this popular comment within the borders and the angle of the CDC that talks about the return of George Weah. A return of George Weah, do you think is going to be progressive or cataclysmic to the progress of Liberia?
Well,
George Weah coming back to power.
If you say progress, then that's a blink of the eye. When you open your eye, then you're in a hole. So it will surely be cataclysmic. It will be a disaster.
For George Weah to come back?
Yes.
It will be a disaster.
He will disrespect people because he does not have anything to lose. Only fools, I say it again, you won't vote for him. Only fools will vote for him because if George Weah came to power, God is my witness, I never knew that George Weah has built that amount of houses in that short period of time. I went to him that Saturday morning with the Friday morning mail newspaper. I said, Mr. President, it is written that you built for the 7 houses. You know the answer the brother gave me? I thought you were going to say Solo, that thing I have true, man. The money people, man, they lie on me.
What he said?
He said, man, Solo, go ask them when they were in power what they did with their money.
That's what he said?
God is our witness, he and I.
So what kind of money you were talking about? The people's money?
No,
or his private money?
Maybe that's his private money. He said, go ask them. That was in our first year.
In your first year?
In our first year. That's the time, I took a jack, a JRK, electrocution.
You civil.
Yeah, I said, what? Then I'm picking talking like this, so they made some kind of hole. They made on the stage again, they go. Then he walked away from me.
Walked out of you?
Yes. He walked away. I wish he could listen, and I bet they would give it to him. He walked away from me. There was an instance when I made that Ghana go bag stuff.
Yeah, the stuff.
I entered the mail yard, the next day, they kicked me outside.
He wants you.
They call his security to put my security. Say, no, chief, that was grandpa. He said, oh, you ain't put us. I will fire. I said, okay, don't fire anybody. I'm walking away. Yeah. He was with me, that my security there. I walked away.
You think Weah is this kind of guy who does not like to be criticized on anything that
no
he does?
Dissent. No dissent.
This kind of guy.
Yes, he's an ayatollah. He's an ayatollah. He does not like dissent. He does not want you to advise him. He does not want you to tell him your boots are dusty and you are heading for the mansion. Please allow me to use my handkerchief to wipe it.
If he's angry. Yeah. So let's talk about this government. Then we talk about the Liberia Transport Management issue, the saga that happening with the Liberia National Police. Let me, get your perspective on the progress, the style of leadership the Unity Party has introduced, to the governance structure of the country. What do you say? How do you see this government in 1 year, 6 months?
They're far better than my government.
Far better?
Yes. Why? If you go and check how many ministers have been pushed away by President Buakai, go and check. There are about 5 to 7. If you don't mind, I think 11.
They're more than that.
Yeah, fine. During my time, only one person was fired. The guy from the EPA.
Yeah, not Blama?
Yes, because he went out and brought in COVID-19. You should fire that man for that? That's very nonsensical, unthinkable. The people that were messing up, Nathan Maggie was there at the mansion selling jobs. Why you never fired him? Nathan Maggie, I think he's still owing somebody from Public Works that was supposed to get a job through another minister of our government by and through Nathaniel Maggie's office. I say this government is by far better. It's just gone 1.5 years. Guess what? The beginning of anything does not matter, but the end thereof. This government is just kicking off. And it will get better on a daily basis. Our yellow machine will make noise, but yellow machine. That case has been settled by the vice president because the authority was turned over to him by the president. Go and see about this issue, so I can have a serious,
so we can have a rest on it.
Yeah, a serious rest on this issue. The vice president has taken care of that. It is settled. The 15 billion it was costing, no more billion now. It is no million.
It's less than that.
Very less. He has cared for it. And guess what happened? They made a mistake. Somebody made a mistake, and it came from the Ministry of State area. You see, somebody there made a mistake. And the president said, okay, to make it better, let the vice president take siege of it. Or I take siege of it and I give it to the vice president. And that it is. It is good. We are correcting ourselves.
Let's look at the roads.
Roads? Well, we just start fixing roads. I say we because I'm working for Buakai. I'm not afraid to talk here.
Oh, you work for this government?
I say I work for Buakai.
Okay.
Joseph Nima
Did you say that job you're looking for?
Yeah, I'm looking for a job. I'm don't see me like this. 6 months from now, I'll be 70 years of age. God has given me strength.
But
listen to this. I don't hold parties only in the church.
To go to church.
Yes. Listen to me. If you tell me my stomach is in the wheelbarrow looking for a job, the job I have right now, it's not doing me well. But guess what happened?
What happened?
It gives me some respect.
Okay.
Dignity of labor.
Okay.
I am working. And guess what? You say, oh, the Unity Party people will not accept you. I do not want Unity Party to accept me. I want Unity Party to respect me and give me assignments.
Okay.
I go and do the assignments and bring the results.
And let them see for themselves.
In fact, I am not in the Unity Party. I'm affiliated with the Unity Party and I'm associated with the Unity Party because I was called by its president.
Okay.
So if you say Unity Party people don't like me, it's a lie. I think they even, not even I think, they even have more respect for me than what the CDC had. In the past president's office, in final minister's office, we held a meeting there with some other cajoling legislators. I told the guy who was running the LEC, is from somewhere in Nova Scotia or where Iceland. I say, the way you treating the Liberian people, when you make me vex here, I will go and bring the Mao society for you. I will carry your head, to pay for it because you are cheating the Liberian people. Senator was there. Some senators and representatives were there. They didn't like it. Who say I care you like it? I don't like for the Liberian people to be wounded. That is why I speak the way I speak. And if I speak for you, you don't like it, it's your business. But you are not the only Liberian. There are other people that enjoy the way I speak and how I speak because I speak truthfully. George Weah himself knows that he made a big mistake. And you have to confess. George Weah knows that he has to start doing what he's doing. All these hula balloons around here, George Weah is a part of it. Demonstration, demonstration.
George Weah hands up.
I say that I'm not talking about my mother.
I'm asking you.
I am speaking. I say George Weah's hand is in all these hula balloons. If he decides to put down that fake magical one that has fooled him to say he can cause confusion in this country, he will be blessed. But if he does not put it down, all the people in this country, even those that are in this, that are part of this government, that want to see this government topple or turn upside down, God will visit them with the Holy Ghost fire.
The prophet Solomon.
I say God will visit them. He will visit them with Holy Ghost fire. They will be destroyed. Their families will be destroyed because the Liberian people need peace. We want peace.
And you think CDC is not bringing peace?
At all.
They're bringing chaos.
Woman, I just told you from the onset, I said Moba Molu is from CDC. He never resigned from CDC and he has a civil organization called STAND, which I call HAND.
I mean, he got a hand CDC.
Of course, if his hand was not in CDC, that demonstration wouldn't have started from the CDC office or headquarters. He made me shame because he is smart. But guess what? What God did to him is that God left him in his reprobate mind. Like he left Pharaoh in his reprobate mind, say, release Israel and then follow them to bring them back. Let me tell you something.
Okay.
There's a big difference between the victor and the victim. The victor knows his God. There's a part of the Bible that is written in the book of Daniel. It says, those that know their God shall be strong and they shall do exploits. I can tell anybody tell me, say, oh, Waka is from Lofa country, he made plenty medicine, this and that. Waka not making medicine again. So it means that he has made a U-turn. And if he has made a U-turn, he's looking up to the Almighty God in the mighty name of Jesus. So he will do exploits.
You mean Joseph Boakai?
Because since Joseph Boakai took the presidency, have you ever, you as a pressman, have you ever taken the picture you see him sleeping again? When he used to,
they say he woke up.
yes, he's awakened. Because again, those that know their God shall be strong. Join me, you just said it because I say Boakai, you want to, no. They shall be strong and they shall do what? Exploit.
I said, they said he has broken off.
Boaka is being strengthened by the Lord, and guess what happened? God will make him to do exploit. He will do exploit. I'm telling you, he will do exploit. The other day I was on the air, I was speaking, I was speaking ironically, and the other guy never understood me when I said what Boaka did by burying these other people is not how you call it, man, reconciliation. I was talking about the opposition statement. It is reconciliation.
Okay.
Boaka is a reconciler. I can tell you people, you seditious, you hypocrites.
Seditious?
That water that George Weah get to us, and me, I finish permitting it. That water he get to us, that broom he using to sweep the dirt and wasting on us, the time passed now. Let me tell you people something. We should look up to God. The victim does not know his God. He can only hear about his God, but he does not know his God.
You found me your own water?
Yes, I found my water. That water I drank and got me stupid or had me stupid. I'm no more stupid. I am here to serve the Liberian people. Let me give you this other example. He got vexed with me once. I was in the house and I was chairman on Youth and Sport. So all these rebellious organizations that belong to the youth, Fly, and Chicken, Soup, and let's name them. They come to me and we discuss. The people one of them held meeting in my office. They saw the boy in my office and his group. They got angry. But don't forget, I was the chairman on Youth and Sport. So I was liable for them.
Yeah, you're supposed to entertain them.
Fine. I should throw them away? No. Because you want to throw them away? No. We as leaders should be sensible. Again, I say, all our children will not be good. But you got to work with them because every one of them have been given talent by God. Saah Joseph, what's his name? Thomas Father. I took my letter of resignation to Thomas Father. Thomas Father said, Papi, I beg you. Don't resign for since you cause confusion. I said, I will resign. And when I resign, you will follow behind me. Since you're scared.
He has followed. Saah Joseph has followed.
Hey, more will follow because George Weah does not know his left from his right. He does not know who put him in power. He thought, because we won ballot. That ballot, don't you we're doing here? We're doing running the lives of people. What is politics? Politics is the daily running of the lives of people in a sect, a clan, a village, a town, a city, or the entire state.
It has to do with the future of the people.
The people's future. Governance is not about profit. Governance is about service to the people. Did we serve the people positively? Or would they go around Baku you strong, Baku you strong? Baku strong.
That's a question you need to answer.
Yes.
Did you serve the people?
Oh, for me?
I'm talking about the CDC that you were part of. Did the CDC serve the people?
Not quite.
Not quite.
Hey. Half filled is half empty. So we didn't do anything.
That's why the people booted you out.
Exactly.
Let's close up on the LTM issue. This is causing a serious public commotion between the Liberia Transport Ministry and that of Liberia National Police and those that are supposed to manage the transport sector of the country. Now, what do you know about, this whole saga about the Liberia transport management? A lot of people say it's taking jobs from Liberians. Liberians are in the street all of the time protesting that this LTM negotiation is very bad. It's a dubious one. It is taking Liberians out of job. As a statement, as someone who was in the legislature and you witness all of these, different concessions and agreements, what do you say to that?
Well, to begin with, this document that is being spoken of right now was done by us.
Us meaning?
The CDC period.
Oh, that you signed that document?
Yes. But then it wasn't an extension of what is happening now.
Okay.
And I believe those that have taken it to the president, they have misled him.
Okay.
You cannot have people angry about you taking jobs from them and you say you're doing the right thing. It is wrong. And you see, when I speak to issues of such, people will get vexed on me. But I even learned that the Minister of Transport became a signatory to that document.
Which one of the ministers? The previous or this current minister?
This current one.
Okay.
Signed it too. But I bet the past one signed. But I'm talking about the incumbent.
Yeah, this current.
The incumbent, I learned that he signed. Why must he act like Fumoya?
Okay.
He should have read it in total. He should have digested for 2 weeks before affixing his signature to it, because it is causing commotion for the office of the president. They have advised the president through the office of the police director, the justice minister, but I am saying it. When you bring any other justice minister, they will tell you, we wrong the people.
Okay.
We need to revisit that document, go back and change it.
It's probably not a good one for the people.
Yes, it's not good for the people at all. We should not do that.
You think they're taking them out of job?
But you know how many years people been working there, so you got to pay them. I heard about something at the NPA. The comptroller was fired out of anguish, out of misunderstanding, out of mistake. And now the court is saying you will pay the mayor this amount of money and blah, blah. For what reason? We have to be diligent in this. I'm speaking to our bosses in this particular government. They must be diligent because they are ministers unto the president. And to minister the president, you are a butler from your ministry, from your parastatal. You go and say, oh, this, you bring up your book and you had the food here. I cook for you, taste it and see. Well, you put poison in the mail food, then you carry it to him and you make him to sign it. It is not correct.
What's wrong?
It is not correct. That particular issue is hurting the people. But there was something I was coming to and you cut me off.
Go ahead, sir.
We did this parade this few days, which was good. Say no to
the drug.
To drugs. Say no to drugs. Yes, it's good.
Were you there?
One of my prodigy. I'm not going there. What am I going there for? When some of us that are leading the country, our hands are in it. I will not go. What am I going to do there? Already, me they say I can smoke opium. I can take cocaine. I can do this. But listen to this. These women that brought about this match these few days, I salute them, yes. But guess what happened? They too are wrong. Why yesterday when we heard about the $100 million,
$140 million
drugs that were brought in here by our government, the CDC government, why they never stage a march?
The thing is, it has reached its zenith.
Zenith. Also then it never reached its zenith. Slow down.
Everything got time.
I will give you an inside briefing on this. Okay, we saw 140 million illicit drugs. The people were arrested and they were let free. Where did the drugs go? You as a pressman.
We destroyed them.
Destroyed them where?
They were destroyed.
You were there.
The press was there. They were destroyed.
Yeah, the press too not better. Oh man.
Unless you tell me otherwise.
Okay, listen to me. 140 million drugs were caught. What about the other 850 million drugs that we never saw? Because if 140 million came in, some 50 million came in before, some 35 million came in.
Yeah.
I'm saying it.
Yes. Hypothetically.
Yes. No, this is not hypothetically. This is reasonably. It's not hypothetical. I'm not afraid to say what I'm saying. Other drugs, illicit drugs must have entered here. I am telling them as they've started now, they must continue. But they must be very reasonable.
Okay.
Don't go ahead our heads here. Has America been able to curtail, to put a stop to drugs coming from the south into the north? I want you people to answer it. The two you people interview me.
Drug is all over the world.
Fine.
Even in the great America.
Even this guy, Escobar, for America to apprehend him, America had to go to other drug laws. Okay, I will allow you to do this. Then you turn the man over to me. Hey! We should be careful how we tread. That's a slippery path we are treading on. Because some of us that are in power are part of what is happening. I can tell you that.
Okay. All right. So my name is Washington Prince Tarpeh Jr. Let's just, Honorable Solomon George, of District Number 7, former representative of the People's District of Number 7. It has been a wonderful, wonderful interview here this morning at his home. We'll go back to Honorable Solomon George for his parting comment. Honorable Representative?
My parting comment. I would like to appeal to the ministers, leaders appointed by the President Joseph Numa Boakai, to please work with him in a godly manner. Serve him well. Don't serve him out of greed. Don't say you went over to that job to go and get rich. If you know how to do your job, you will get rich. But don't hedge the people. We should not hedge the people. We must be careful how we work and do good reportage to him. The man is old, but he's not cold. He's not stupid. I see him. When I see him, I see strength in him. And I see spiritual strength in him, godly strength in him. And if anybody thinks he's going to die just now, you'll waste your time. I saw a podcast from some kind of a fool who determines when presidents die and when they don't die. He said anytime now Boakai will die, that his mommy would die or his daddy would die, not Boakai. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Former Representative Solomon Claudio George has been my guest on this wonderful and auspicious interview. My name is Washington Prince Tarpeh Jr. Do have yourselves a wonderful day, and thank you very much for following and watching.